Before I joined Third Space, life was pretty miserable. I pretended that I was happy with the way I was, but I was stuck in a rut. I wasn't eating properly, was drinking too much alcohol, and because of that, I was sluggish. And the main thing, actually, I really didn't sleep very well. And I was tired a lot, and I was ashamed of myself that I'd sort of let myself get into that rut. And then I, I just sort of accepted that that was the way I was going to be, which is pretty sad, to be honest. The trigger point that just hit the nail on the head with me where this needed to stop was actually when I saw the Facebook ad from Third Space, and it was like it was just talking to me personally. I needed to do something about it, and I was embarrassed. I was worried that I was going to fail, but having young children, we all want to be good role models for them. I'm constantly telling them to do loads of sport, eat well, do this, do that, and I wasn't doing it myself, and that was the main thing. And I just felt that I was getting so unhealthy, and let's face it, I'm not getting any younger. So I was worried that I'd eventually get ill. If I carried on this way, I was really not going to be in a good way. In the next 10, 20 years, they weren't particularly looking very bright. In the past, I have tried almost every diet known to mankind. I have tried the Cambridge diet 2 or 3 times, which cost a small fortune. I've done the keto diet. I was on the Atkins diet, probably for all of my 20s. I've even tried just not eating, which clearly doesn't work. And exercise-wise, I used to go spinning on and off, which I think was good for, a certain level of fitness, but it wasn't helping me lose any weight, or tone up, or, make me feel good and fit my clothes properly. So I was just a classic yo-yo person, really. Exercise, diet, give up, eat. To be perfectly honest, I was quite scared. I was just apprehensive about whether I'd be fit enough was the main thing. Was I going to be able to do these exercises? Were the other people going to be in the same situation as me, or was I going to be like, the bottom of the rung? I generally, I don't like gym situations, so it was a scary thought. But as soon as I got there and met everyone, it was absolutely fine. And it was the fear of failing. I think, when you commit to something, especially financially as well. So actually, it was one thing I haven't told you before. I didn't tell anyone that I signed up to this launchpad initially, for that very reason, because I thought, if I don't do this, then this nobody knows, it's okay. But actually, as soon as I started, I knew what was expected, what I had to do. I knew I was going to give it a good crack, and actually I could do it. I was quite excited about it. I think it was after the first, really as quick as the first week. The exercises that we do down at the gym with the sort of weights and resistance training, I've never done anything like that before. And very quickly, you can start to feel the benefits of it. Just feeling stronger, starting to sleep better, and that along with the diet, which was pretty easy. So just watching the calories, that it's not a problem. So very quickly, within a week, I felt like I can do this. And after I'd seen the other members and stuff, realised that you weren't some sort of tyrant that was going to shout down the back of my neck if I was struggling. It just felt supportive and just the right environment. So far, I have lost 24 pounds, which sounds ridiculous saying it out loud. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits. It's only been a couple of months. I've dropped a couple of dress sizes, and the biggest thing for me is my body shape is changing quite dramatically. I'd sort of accepted that I had my problem areas and my fat bits, but actually I'm starting to see now that I can do something about that. And getting more toned in those areas, found muscles that I didn't even know I had. It's just been great. I tried on my wedding dress a week or so ago, which I had taken in on the day because I was a lot smaller then. And yeah, and it fitted perfectly, but I weigh a stone heavier than I did on my wedding day. So I was absolutely chuffed to bits. And it's just testament to show that actually it's your body shape and getting toned, which I never had that in my mindset before. It just wasn't something I considered. But yeah, it's fantastic. What a feeling. I just need to get married again. Thinking if I was a stone heavier back then, well, I wouldn't have thought that it would be possible, because I always think about weight as being large or overweight. If I weigh a certain weight on the scales, I think, oh, that's it. That's too heavy. I must be into the fat zone. But actually, I proved to myself that that's not the case, because my inches and measurements are smaller. But I'm not necessarily weighing less. So it's slowly sinking in, but it's good. I'm not complaining. So things that have changed for me, I mean, it's literally been a couple of months, and it sounds pretty cliche, but I just feel so much happier in my own skin. I'm more confident, not just, about myself physically, but mentally as well. I just feel that I can deal with things a lot better. And I'm happy. I actually feel really happy, which is a strange thing to say. And I am sleeping better, which has always been a big problem for me. So that is just amazing. I think my kids and husband would agree I'm probably a better person to live with at the moment. So it has been absolutely fantastic. I think my only regret is that I just didn't start this sooner, to be honest, because it's a win-win situation. It has been really, really positive. If someone was on the fence about joining up, I would say, well, at the end of the day, you haven't got anything to lose. If you do genuinely feel that you're not happy with yourself and you do want to do something about it, this really is the place that can make that change for you. Everybody, all the other clients, we're sort of all in the same boat. We're all different shapes and sizes, but we have the same goal, and everybody is so supportive. And it works. So if I can do it, seriously, anybody can do it.